Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Lanolin, and we are back with episode 8 of Feed the Beast Unstable. And in this episode, we are going to take a look at the new living armor. It's changed actually quite a lot in the recent update from 1.7 to 1.8, and I'm actually taking it off because I've kind of gotten, I'm sure you guys have gotten used to its effects. As you can see, it has a lot of cool effects on it. Quick feet, poison resistance, bodybuilder. Yeah. Now, the only thing that's a little bit strange to me is all of these effects are bound to the chest plate, not the rest of the armor. I mean, it's nice because you don't have to wear the entire set to get the effects, but it's kind of unbalanced. I'm gonna go ahead and use that word. I don't really like to throw that around because like it's Minecraft and what is balance in a sandbox game, but as far as like its own balancing goes, I feel like it should be spread out across the entire set. But, you know, it's all good. However it wants to be implemented, I've got no problem with that. It just means that I get to use other stuff. So anyway, like I said, this episode we are going to focus on making some cool bound stuff. Now, as you can see, I already have the bound sword and the bound pickaxe from my earlier exploits. Yeah, I guess exploits. My earlier exploits that I recorded, and we ended up losing that footage, but it's all good. So in this version of my blood magic explanations and showcasings, we're going to make the bound axe, the bound shovel. I'm going to make a bound, we're going to make the bound axe, the bound shovel, and I'm going to make another living chest plate to show you guys kind of how the upgrade system works, because it's really cool actually. So let's get started. As you can see in the binding ritual, which I'm sure a lot of people like I did, spent all the time making the ritual diviner and going through and getting yourself a master ritual stone and getting yourself all the different ritual stones you need, only to realize that the ritual diviner is no longer capable of doing a binding ritual because the binding ritual has changed. If you look at this closely, it probably looks kind of familiar. So if you think about it a little bit, you'll probably be able to figure out exactly what you need to do. So let's take a look at the recipe. Ooh, here's that Hellfire Forge again. And this requires a minimum of 400 will in order to create the binding agent to do any type of bound armor, bound weapons. So I would call this probably about mid-tier. Because I believe, because I think you need to have you need to have at least a tier 3 altar in order to make the common Tataric gem, which is the size gem that you're going to need in order to create the binding reagents. Because again, that minimum of 400 will, that's too much for the lesser gem, but just enough for the common Tataric gem. Easy for the common Tataric gem. If we recall in the previous episode, I had quite a bit, although I have a lot less now, because I had actually discovered a new mechanic that actually I didn't know about until today. If you hold right-click on a gem, it'll drain it out completely into the other gems in your inventory. Now, I say that because I say in your inventory because it is specific to in your inventory. I don't think it doesn't look like it'll drain. Oh, yeah, I guess it does. All right, so JK. But yeah, it'll drain into all the other gems for you. This was actually something when I initially was playing around in Blood Magic, this wasn't a thing. It was a little annoying, but it wasn't it wasn't the end of the world. It was just kind of irritating. But this, I like it. I like it. So again, holding something in your action bar and right-clicking it, the gems that is, it'll empty out that will into the other gems. That way you can have a nice big fatty gem like this one that can do your bidding. So yeah, we got to make 3 binding reagents. So glowstone, redstone, gunpowder, and gold nuggets or gold coins. Which is nice because I actually have quite a bit of gold coins. Quite a bit of gold coins. And actually quite a bit of gunpowder for whatever reason. What was the last one? Redstone. All right, nice. So yeah, creating the binding agent itself isn't too bad. Like, it only costs 10 will. It's just, working up to that point takes a little while. Although really, I guess if it doesn't, I guess it would, it's not too bad. I thought it was pretty good time to get these weapons and armor. Because they're not like crazy overpowered or anything like that. They're pretty strong, and the effects that you get from the living chest plate is really nice, but it's still only as effective as diamond armor. So just keep that in mind. Unless, of course, you get lucky and get the health buff. So anyway, let's bound some stuff up, or bind some stuff up. I'm not really sure exactly how that works. So we need, all right, so we need a diamond pickaxe. Wait, what is that from? Progressive automation. Wither diamond, huh. Unbreaking 10. Wow. Okay. But anyway, and the bound shovel. And lastly, I wanted to make the living chest plate, so we need an iron chest plate. Da-da-da. Nice. All right, so for this ritual, you want to be outside. We definitely want to be outside. We do not want to be inside for this guy. So again, ignoring the building on the left. I mean, this is just farms. Just farms. But watching the future episodes after this one are going to be really strange. It's going to be like, wow, everything has changed a lot, but backwards. So anyway, how do we do this? Well, the first, start off with your arcane ashes. Again, click the ground, and you'll get yourself your little arcane array, or alchemy array, I should say. After that, grab yourself your item of choice. Actually, I'm sorry. Grab your binding reagent and right-click it again. Ooh, fancy. That's going to give you the binding ritual. Now, once you have your binding ritual sitting in there, now you can choose which item you want to use. And we're going to grab the iron chest plate first and make some living armor. Oh yeah, make sure you put out this fire. I found I've actually lost items to the fire. So put it out. It's important. Just like that. Are you serious? Oh my god. Like I said, make sure you put out the fire, because the items like to jump into the fire. As soon as they're created, they're like, no, I don't want to be alive. And they try to end it all right there. And yeah. Wait, what? How did I get... What? What? Dude, freaking baubles dupe bugs, man. I don't know how it happens. It just, like, happens sometimes. Yeah. Well, anyway, I guess we're not going to be able to show off the living plate too much unless I decide to make another one. So hopefully this time around we can create the bound axe without issues. Dude, I can't believe it. I knocked out all the other fire, and then the last one... Yeah. The last little bit of fire is what took it out, man. Dude, I'm going to get killed. There we go. Nice. So now we have ourselves a bound axe. Shift right click to activate that beast. I don't really want to use it because if it's anything, at least not around my base, because if it's anything like the rest of the bound tools, yeah, they can have some pretty explosive results. So let's make up another iron chest plate. Let's grab ourselves another piece of glowstone, redstone, gold coin. Dude, I cannot believe this happened again. Like, it's happened, I think that's the third time it's happened where I've gone to make something and it just poofs up by the fire. And what's even funnier is both times it was on camera. And now the third time it was on camera. What the hell, man? YouTuber luck, man. Oh yeah, I should probably grab some food. I don't know where all my baked potatoes went, but they're not in my inventory anymore, that's for sure. Do I have any steak? See, this is why I have that little farm going out there, because everything is just going to crap as far as food goes. I'm so lazy with my food stiffs. All right, I'll get my carrots on and get my potatoes on. Nice. Don't look at the building to the left. You'll get to see it eventually. Next episode, actually, you'll get to see it. All right, so let's try this again. I'm going to go ahead and just do this now since I guess I wandered on over here like a dingus. Binding reagent, shovel, go! Shovel, go! New. Oh yeah, by the way, if you hit the center block, if you hit the block like in the center, it'll stop the ritual. It doesn't break anything. It doesn't end the ritual. You get your items back, but just be careful. Nice. Bound shovel. All right, I guess I'll try it. Oh, nice. Okay. All right, good. So I guess just the standard left click is just really nice, really fast shovel. Which, by the way, these don't have any durability. They just continue. They work forever. They just require a little bit of blood magic or a little bit of LP to be in your system to use. So let's create another binding agent real quick. Go, binding agent. Create. Thank you. Thank you for creating. Alright, some alkaline ashes down. Binding reagents down. Arcane. Oh, no. I don't want to put it on. Alright, let's get our food on. Oh, I've got my potatoes right there, dude. How blind am I? Finally, there we go. Nice. Okay, so this iteration, this living chest piece, as you can say, or chest plate, as you can see, has no buffs on it at all. So the way this living chest piece works is you need to do stuff with it. You need to run around and like attack things, mine, punch stuff, curse, you know? Do stuff. Make like it feeds off of what you're doing. So if you're doing a lot of running around and stuff like that, you might get the haste buff that allows you to run really fast. If you're doing a lot of blood magic, actually, like if you're doing a lot of work around the altar, i.e. like self-sacrifice stuff, where you're doing a lot of damage to yourself, you'll get health buff, which my other chest piece hasn't gotten the health buff yet. It might have to do with the fact that I haven't really done too much blood altar work, which makes sense. But the health buff increases the amount of hearts you have, which I think is really freaking awesome. Probably one of the cooler aspects of the living chest plate, just because, I mean, I'm always happy to have extra hearts because I die a lot. 71 deaths when I think the next highest person has like 20 deaths. So there we go. Upgrade acquired. So what did we get? Quick feet, level 1. So we have 10% speed. We can run decently fast now. Hell yeah. Actually, we have the boots of the traveler on. So now let's... Yeah, like there's a noticeable speed increase. I like it. Let's bound with our sweet hammer. Ugh. Like I said, the exercise of the hammer is really nice, but the weird like little corner bits that it leaves can be a little bit So anyway, it's dark. Let's get out of here. Yummy, yummy carrots. Dude, I don't know how I didn't notice these potatoes. I'm going to be honest. I'm not sure how I didn't notice these potatoes. Right. Oh, yeah. We can go fight stuff. See if we get an upgrade from that. Nothing? Nothing? Well, like I said, you just have to kind of do stuff. Fight monsters. Break blocks. Do self-sacrifice stuff. And yeah, you should have some nice fatty upgrades. Like as you saw from my old chest plate, like it was actually doing pretty good. I think I had like 70% increased haste, so I was like a bullet running through the air, man. It was awesome. And poison resistance and all that stuff. It's pretty damn incredible. The knockback resistance was kind of nice too. Although I don't know, I don't really get knocked back that often. But it did make fighting skeletons a lot easier, I would say. Oh man, I'm so slow, dude. Alright, I'm gonna put my boots back on. Oh, and by the way, the boots of the Traveler are not exceptionally fast. They just have haste 3, which is super sweet. So anyway, let's toss this new chest plate for the old one, which is a lot faster. So as you can see on my old one, I've got quick feet level 6, poison resistance level 1, bodybuilder level 3. So yeah, I got some 70% speed, 0.6 or plus 0.6 knockback resistance, which is actually a lot. I think plus 1 knockback resistance would mean that I have 100% resistance to knockback. So I guess 0.6 would be about a 60% resistance to knockback. So it's pretty nice. Pretty nice indeed. Alright, so I think as far as blood magic-y stuff goes, I think that pretty much covers it for now. All the rest of the stuff that exists in blood magic is largely the same. I know the Sigil of the Green Grove had its costs nerfed quite a bit. It's very expensive now to use. Like, it's not just like a spam fest like it was before. Like, you actually have to Like kind of like with bone meal. Like if you only have so much bone meal, you only have so much LP. So yeah, I kind of like my blood altar setup. I feel like in this pack, the maximum at the moment in this iteration at this point, I think we have update 3.0.18 is what we're sitting on right now for unstable. Anything higher than a T4 blood altar doesn't seem necessary. Like there's nothing that you can make right now that requires more than a tier 4. And I think honestly the only things that even need a tier 4 altar are the gems. Like yeah. This guy's I think tier 5, but there's nothing that needs tier 5 other than the greater Tataric gem. So if you want that, that's cool. But other than that, yeah, see tier 3 is the highest imbued for the Sigil of Elemental Affinity. And I guess this guy too. Oh, Demonic Slate. Ooh, for the Sigil of Suppression. Huh. I wonder if that's new. I don't recall the Sigil of Suppression having a recipe the last time I messed around with it. I have to check that out. That might be kind of fun. So anyway, I think with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the episode a little bit sooner than I usually like to wrap up my episodes, but I did just kind of wanted to do a little bit of a kind of a rough showcase of Blood Magic because, again, it hasn't really changed too much, and a lot of the mechanics that exist now in Blood Magic are pretty straightforward. But I do have to say, one of the... Oh, man, actually, this is a good thing to cover. The Coat of Arms and the Blood Letters pack are actually really, really, really useful early game. I unfortunately don't have them anymore because I lost my inventory a couple times thanks to a certain mod. It's fixed now, and you'll probably hear me complain about the Graves mod in the Thaumcraft videos a little bit, but rest assured, all of those complaints have been heard and fixed. It helps when you actually go and report bugs, right? So keep in mind, if you run into a bug that's not from Britannia, report it. Be sure to report it, because the mod authors aren't going to know anyway, or otherwise. So anyway, the Coat of Arms and the Blood Letters pack, really awesome. The Blood Letters pack is kind of like an AFK, do damage to yourself and store LP in the Blood Letters pack. But the Coat of Arms, oh man, when you're running around with your sentient sword, make sure you have yourself a Coat of Arms. Not only is it going to give you a little bit of a... Man, I really wish I had... I guess it's only a blank slate. Let's make this real quick. But anyway, like I said, while you're running around and doing your stabbing and killing from your sentient sword to get your demonic will for your Tataric gems, make sure you've got this Blood Letters pack on, or make sure you have the Coat of Arms on, because it's actually going to absorb the LP from killing the monsters. Oh no, I don't have any blood. No. Alright, well, we won't worry about it for now. Just make sure that if you're messing around and you're trying to kill stuff to get the Tataric gem up, get those fatty wills, make sure you have the Coat of Arms, because it's gonna store up to 10,000 LP that you can dump into your altar when you get back. So, good tips coming from this guy. So anyway, like I said, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up here. So thanks for watching, guys. I have been Lanolin. Next episode is I'm gonna start up Thaumcraft. Now I want to remind you guys again that the episodes that I originally recorded for Blood Magic were lost. My Thaumcraft videos, I don't believe I call back to those episodes too much, but if I do, don't be confused. I mean, I didn't know at the time that I was going to lose those episodes, so unfortunate, but it is what it is. Also, the base is going to look a little bit different in that the building out there is not going to be built up as much, and the Britannia stuff won't be out there. So don't be alarmed. It's all still wonderfully relevant info. Thaumcraft has changed quite a bit. It is quite wonderful. I mean, it was always wonderful, but it's a lot. It's cool. It's cool. You guys will like it. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will see you next time. Bye. Oh, also, ignore the numbering. Next episode is going to be in the episode. I'm going to say episode 11. It's not obviously episode 11. It'll be episode 9. But yeah. But anyway, again, thanks for watching, guys, and don't be confused by the numbering system. Bye.